धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धेनामवित्र्यवतो वाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्। श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। Offering my Sastanga Pranam at the feet of Holy Trios, I offer my sincere obeisance at the feet of Lord Ramachandra, Mother Sita Devi, and Pavanasuta Hanuman. Please accept my heartfelt Namaskar to all of you. Though today it has been told that it is the concluding talk on the Hanuman Chalisa, but I want to tell you this is the beginning of Hanuman Chalisa, because we can't conclude. Only one aspect of Hanuman Chalisa is being recited and explained, but now the other aspect, which and where you have to go deeper and deeper, analyze and make use of that Hanuman Chalisa, bring that into your life, that is beginning. So whenever, if you are given too much of sweet to eat, you lose the charm of eating the sweet. If we give a very tasty sweet or whatever that is tasty, a little, that will rouse your curiosity and it will develop your appetite. It is just like a beginning. You give some doses of rasam or something else to increase your appetite. I have done only that job. The rest, I have given you only a jhalak, a little spoon feeding. The rest is in your hand. Now you have to contemplate, meditate, and get the deeper meaning. Go deeper. I should not give everything to you. You should also do your homework. So think on it, meditate on it, find out new ideas, write newer versions of the meaning of Hanuman Chalisa yourself, publish that book, give it to others. Now we shall begin our Hanuman Chalisa contemplation with one or two stanzas sung in the glorification of Hanuman. Apadam apahartaram dataram sarvasampada lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Atulita Baladhamam Swarna Shaila Badeham Danujavana Krishanum Gnāninām agraganyam Sakala gunanidhanam Vanaramadhisham Raghupati Varadutam Vatajatam Namami Goshpadi Kritavarisham Mashaki Kritarakshasam. In this glorification of Lord Hanuman, we find in the last stanza which I just now chanted, what was that? Goshpadi Kritavarisham Mashaki Kritarakshasam. What is the meaning of that? Goshpada. Goho means cow. Pada means feet. Vari, water. Varisham means sea, ocean. For Hanuman, suppose now you will see the hoof of a cow when it has rained and the cow is walking. Because of the hoof, that hard thing at the bottom of the feet of the cow, you find it is too hard, just like a shoes. So when it walks, it makes a mark on the ground, wet ground. Then what happens if it rains? There will be water filled up like a small reservoir. Now to cross that hoof of the cow, water in that, what will be the difficulty for you? It is so easy. You do not even notice it. You just cross it. Likewise, Hanuman was so strong and so great, he simply jumped the ocean from the tip of India to Sri Lanka, just like this hoof of the cow, water in the hoof of the cow. That was the strength of Hanuman. It is being described here. What is that? Goshpadi Kritavarisham. Then Mashaki Kritarakshasam. What is Masha? In Bengali language, Mashari means mosquito curtain. Masha means Masha means mosquito. Suppose a mosquito comes and sits on your chin or your hand, what will you do? Just throw away, you do not even care. Reflex action. Likewise, killing the demons and rakshasas and ghosts was like just pasting a mosquito. For Hanuman was so strong, Mashaki Krita Rakshasam. The demons, the ghosts, the hobgoblins or whatever. In South Africa you call Tuglosh. So that also for Hanuman, it was just like mosquito. He will just kill it like a mosquito. So how you just push off a mosquito or kill a mosquito, like that for Hanuman, killing Rakshasas, demons and other things were so easy for him. So if you take recourse to surrender to Hanuman, how he will protect you, how he will take you across this ocean of samsara, you can imagine. So now we will continue from where we had stopped in the last session. And what is that? We told, though we had covered that Chaupai, Ramaduta Atulita Baladama, Anjani Putra Pavanasutanama, we went into the details and covered it. But we didn't take up that one particular term, Hanuman's another name, all the other name, Hanuman, we took it up and explained. Then Anjani Putra, we explained it in detail. Then Pavanasuta, that also we went to the detail and explained. But I didn't take up Ramaduta. That's another name of Hanuman. What is that Duta means? Duta means a messenger, ambassador, or a person who carries the message of somebody to another person is called Ramaduta. Agent. So you carry the message of somebody to another person. Now the country has prime minister and they will have so many other ministers. One person in India, we have a very good person. You know what is his name? He is now doing very good job going to the foreign countries. Anybody remembers his name? Anybody remembers his name? Huh? Jai Shankar. Yeah. So what is he doing? He is carrying the message of India to different countries very nicely, very intelligently. You can see how. When he was asked, whom do you think is the best messenger who can do this foreign affair job? He mentioned the two best people I can mention from Indian Puranas and legends were Lord Krishna and Hanuman. So now here is called Ramaduta. Is one taking the message of Lord Rama everywhere. So we will go to the deeper aspect of that and see what is this Ramaduta, how much of weight it carries. Is the envoy, is the messenger of Lord Rama, Ramaduta. Duta is somebody who is the carrier of the message. Whereas another name for Hanuman is Ramadasa. So what is the difference? Dasa means servant. Duta means one who carries the message. Now, I am carrying the message of Hanuman Chalisa to you. I have read it, I have studied it when our Naveen gave me this homework of examination to come. I had just like examination, I had to study and study and study from this book and that book and collect and put it into idea, make it simpler with stories and everything. Past 1 or 2 months, I'm doing that work. So, I am the messenger of Hanuman Chalisa now. But Dasa is one who puts all that message in his life into action. He serves the Lord. It's just like the son who is serving the father and mother. So Dasa is, so now Duta is, how can you explain who is a Duta? Duta is Pracharaka, who proclaims, who spreads. But what about Dasa? Dasa is Acharaka, one who puts it into practice. One who makes others, puts it into practice, he brings it into his own life and he becomes a model. In every day-to-day action, he carries out the message is called Dasa, servant. So that is Dasa. So Hanuman's first name is Ramaduta, then Ramadasa. So one who puts the message of his master into practice is Ramaduta, the servant. So now, when did Hanuman become Ramaduta and when did he become Ramadasa? We should know that. When for the first time Hanuman met Ramachandra, how did he introduce to Ramachandra the first time he met? That is, I told you where he met Ramachandra for the first time, that is near my birthplace, Bangalore. 200 kilometers away if you go, there is a place that Kishkinda. So all that I explained. So there he met on the Pampa Sarovara for the first time. So when Ramachandra and Lakshmana asked, who are you? He introduced himself as the Duta or the minister or the messenger of Sugriva. So he was the Sugriva Duta. He was the servant of Sugriva. I told you why he became. Because Surya Deva, who was his guru, had asked him for a Guru Dakshina. What was that? To take care and serve his son, spiritual son, Sugriva. So to keep up his word, Guru Dakshina, even though he was very strong, he was very intelligent, he was more capable, more talented than Sugriva, he was doing his job. But now, the moment he was now a Rama, not Rama's Duta or Rama Dasa, he was Sugriva Duta, Sugriva Dasa. Suddenly, the moment he met Ramachandra, seeing at his stature, the quality and the beautiful things, he became Ramaduta. He became Ramadasa. So now, let us go and see when he carries the news of Ramachandra to Mother Sita. He is the messenger from Rama to Mother Sita. He became Ramaduta. And also, he gave the Mudrika. Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukamahi in the Hanuman Chalisa it is. What is Mudrika? It is the ring. It is given to the kings or the prince. They will have that ring. It's a very special ring which nobody will have. It is not a wedding ring or some other ordinary ring. The ring will have a seal that he is the king. Suppose he has to write a letter or something and send the message, he will take that and put the ink and put the seal from that ring. The ring will have a special insignia. That is called Mudrika. It's a very special ring. So only Ramachandra had that. So Ramachandra had so much of faith in Hanuman, he gave that which can be carried only by Rama. That is the prince of Ayodhya. So that Mudrika was given to Hanuman to show it to Mother Sita. Otherwise Sita Ma will not believe. She may think Ravana might be doing some trick and sent Hanuman in this form. She might not believe. So only when she saw that Mudrika, she could identify that Ramachandra himself has given and sent that message through Hanuman. So now, because of that Mudrika, because he carried the message of Ramachandra to Mother Sita, he becomes Ramaduta, carrying the message, carrying the Mudrika. Then he got the words. He even told Mother Sita, Mother, I look like a small ape or a monkey. I'm not so. I'm a Vanara. I have a lot of power. I can become very big, I can fly. So you sit on my shoulders, back, I will carry you to Rama. Then Mother Sita told, no. If I do that, it will be an insult to my Lord Ramachandra. Because he has to come, he has to defeat Ravana, and he has to take me. I should give the credit to Lord Rama. That's why I'm not going to come. You take my message that I am well and everything I'm meditating and thinking of. I'm very happy to hear the message of Ramachandra. Then he carried back the message to Rama. So that's why now you can see for the first time he became the messenger, Rama Duta, carrying the message. So earlier he was the Sugriva Duta, Sugriva Dasa. Now he became Rama Duta, Ramadasa. When he saw Mother Sita's one-pointed devotion to Ramachandra, unalloyed devotion of Mother Sita to Ramachandra, Mother Sita would not even look at the face of Ravana. Ravana was very handsome, great king. He had so many qualities, so many things. In spite of that, she would not even look at the face of Ravana. How would she converse with Ravana? When Ravana would come and talk to Mother Sita, trying to convince her, make his wife, how would she talk? She would take a blade of dried grass, lift it up, to show him that you are just like a blade of grass, dried grass to me. My Ramachandra is everything to me. She would not look at Ramachandra. She used to speak to the dried blade of grass. She would speak to that, not to Ravana. She would not even look at Ravana. But when Hanuman came, brought the news, she could see the purity of Hanuman. So she spoke to him and gave her all the details and then sent back to Ramachandra. He has become, and seeing that unalloyed devotion, he could imagine if Mother Sita, such a pure lady, she is the avatara of Mahalakshmi, if she has so much of devotion to Ramachandra, then what would be the greatness of Ramachandra? Just imagine what is the greatness of Ramachandra. So it melted the heart, seeing the one-pointed devotion and unalloyed devotion of Sita. Then he takes up his position as Rama Dasa. I will take you through one more beautiful thing which I collected. What is that? Why did Hanuman take Ramachandra as his ideal? Why did he become so devoted to Ramachandra? What was the reason behind Hanuman's unwavering affection and devotion towards Ramachandra? You know, Hanuman was extremely smart. How much of boon he has got, how much strength. So he was smart, honest and strong person of his tribe. I told you, don't call Hanuman as a monkey god, because Vanara means Vana Nara. Vana means forest, Nara means human beings, the forest tribe. They lived in that central part of India. So they were called Vanara. They had tail because they were living in the forest and mountain dales. I told you, you go to Kishkinda, you can see that mountains and other things. So in the process of evolution, this was long back, maybe Neolithic, Paleolithic age, when from the apes to the human beings, when they were getting evolved, just like dinosaurs which are now extinct. At that time, you can see in our Puranas, in our scriptures, mention of Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Yaksha, Gandharva. These are all different type of human beings. So like that, Vanara. In Sanskrit, you can make it Va-nara, and human being. Something like human being. They had tail and everything. So the features were like monkey, but they were not monkeys like apes, that's all. And I told you another thing too yesterday. They used to train monkeys and lead them and make them work. I gave you the example. Is there any example? Yes, in Malaysia, in Brunei, in Thailand and other places, the farmers train the monkey to do the work of human being. There will be a competition every year. Go to the Google and see, you can see that. There is competition. The monkey climbs up the coconut tree, and which is the monkey which brings out the coconut very fast to the ground and then collect it and put to the boat or bring to the farmer. It's given the prize. That farmer is given the prize. There will be competition every year. So likewise, you can see the tribe of Hanuman, they used to train monkeys and other forest beings like bears. Jambavan was half human, half bear. Like a bear, but human being. You know, Jambavati, the daughter of Jambavan, though the tribe, they were tribes. The daughter Jambavati, whose wife was she? Anybody? Lord Krishna married Jambavati. One of the wives, 7 important wives of Krishna, Lord Krishna, was Jambavati. So they were like human beings only, but there were some tribes in the forest at that time, that's all. So don't call Hanuman as a monkey god. Vanara is completely different. I have explained in detail about it. Now, how can monkeys have all these qualities? It is not monkey. So he was extremely smart, honest, strong person of his tribe. But he lacked mentors from much of his young life. Moreover, he grew up without the guidance of his father and also later on mother. Why? Mother was first the Apsara, from the heaven, the heavenly maiden who had got cursed. How was the curse to be removed? When she gives birth to from the Vanara lady, when she gives birth to a child who is the avatar of Lord Shiva, then she will get the curse removed. So now her curse is removed. Staying with Hanuman, looking after, making a little bigger child, she went away. Her curse was removed. Punjikasthala went away back as an Apsara to the heaven. So no father, no mother, nobody to guide him. Surya was his guru. So he needed a guru, a mentor. He thus lacked mentor for much of his young life. Moreover, he grew up without father, Kesari, and thus often lacked an idea of how strong his skills were. While he was likely mentored a bit by earlier Vali. Vali was very, very, cruel person and a bad person. That's why Rama had to kill him. So he was mentored by him. He had some good qualities too, but had some bad qualities too. Later on, he was mentored by Sugriva. Neither of these characters would have impressed. He only served Sugriva because he had given the Guru Dakshina to Surya that he will look after him. Now, neither of them impressed an extremely honest person like Hanuman. When Hanuman met Sri Ramachandra for the first time, Hanuman immediately found what he was missing his whole life. That wonderful character called Ramachandra. What beautiful character. That's why he's called Ramaha Vigrahavan Dharmaha. If righteousness takes a human form, what it would be? It is Ramachandra. If all the righteousness of the universe, all the good qualities, virtues of the universe, if it takes a form, what would that be? Rama. That's why in the Valmiki Ramayana it is told, Ramaha Vigrahavan Dharmaha. So when he met him, such wonderful qualities, suppose you meet a teacher or somebody, an elder who has so many good qualities, immediately you want to be with him, you want to learn from him. Likewise, now Hanuman, when he met Sri Ramachandra, he found whatever he was missing his whole life. Hanuman's tribe in general looked up to Ayodhya kingdoms, but were not prepared for the scion of that empire to be so humble, so sweet. He had never met Ramachandra, but now after meeting him, he saw such good quality, such good sweetness in Ramachandra. Hanuman saw the kindness, the gentleness, honesty, valor that he never saw before in the world of brother killing brothers. Brother taking away, Vali took away. He chased him, beat him, And not only he bet him and put him out of his kingdom, he took away his wife into his harem. He made the wife of Sugriva his wife. This is brutish, it is animalish thing. So how can Hanuman, with such good quality, consider Vali as his ideal? Can't. But see Ramachandra, just for the sake of his wife, he would never look at anybody else other than Mother Sita as his wife. All the other women, he used to take care of his own mothers. That was Ramachandra. So when he saw Ramachandra, all these beautiful quality, he came all the way from there to search of Sita. Then he could see what a fine character was Ramachandra. In Ramachandra, Hanuman saw the kindness, gentleness, honesty, valor, and which he had never seen before in the world of brothers killing brothers, Vali Sugriva, brothers stealing brothers' kingdom. Hanuman was deeply moved by the story of Rama, who willingly gave up, Ramachandra, a massive kingdom just to be obedient to his father. Yesterday he was told you will become the king, coronated tomorrow. Today Dasharatha is telling you have to go to the forest, giving up the kingdom. Not one twitch on his face, not little sadness on his face. He gave up the kingdom and walked to the forest. Why? So much of obedience to the father. Yesterday you celebrated Father Day. Simply it was a holiday or something going around here and there. Go to the old age home, present one red rose to him or some presents, that is your Father Day. See, learn from Ramachandra how to take care of the father and mother. So that is the quality Hanuman saw. That's why he took him as the ideal. He was so devoted to Ramachandra. It was not because his external form, because he was an archer, he was strong. No, all these beautiful qualities. That means he too likes to become like Ramachandra, get all those qualities. So when you love Hanuman, when you chant, when you contemplate Hanuman Chalisa, you should try to get those qualities into you. That is the reason for studying Hanuman Chalisa. So Ramachandra, who willingly gave up a massive kingdom and was extremely loving his own brothers. Rama stands for love of brotherhood, how to take care of brothers. In the world of polygamy and brothers taking each other's wives, as Vali did Sugriva's, Sri Ramachandra's devotion to Sita Devi was heartwarming. So we have to learn all these things. Ekapatni Vratasta. That was Ramachandra. Hanuman wanted to give his life for the world Ramachandra lived. For Hanuman, Rama was a Mahapurusha. He was waiting to be guided by Ramachandra all his life. Rama gave him the purpose and motivation. Lord Ramachandra had a tendency to bring fierce devotion from whomever he met. The greatness of his character made his brothers love and respect him and obey him so much. Lakshmana threw away everything to walk alongside Rama. Bharata refused to even enter Ayodhya until Ramachandra came back from forest. Sita Ma gave up all pleasures of walk of life and she went to the forest with Ramachandra. So you can see what a nature, what a character, what a personality Ramachandra. So that's why Hanuman chose Ramachandra as his ideal. Rama's people, the subject also tried to follow him to the forest. Even the usually angry Rishi Vishwamitra is famous for his anger, was quite gentle to Ramachandra. In short, Rama is a man who brought the greatness in everyone. See, when MacLeod, one of the women disciple of Swami Vivekananda, when she met the emperor at that time, before the Second World War in Europe. So she tells, when I met the emperor there in Europe, I felt as if I am like a pygmy. He's such a great personality. I felt so small. I felt he was so great. But when I met Vivekananda, I saw that Vivekananda was so great, but I didn't feel small. I also felt very great. That is the difference between meeting a great personality and just an emperor. So here, when you meet Ramachandra, everybody would feel they were great. That was the speciality. So, it would bring anybody, the greatness in everyone if you meet Ramachandra. No wonder Hanuman had such a natural pull towards Ramachandra. Hanuman's honesty synced with Ramachandra's honesty. Hanuman's loyalty synced with Ramachandra's humility. And so did Ramachandra's loyalty with Hanuman's humility. Two humble, honest, super talented guys who were missing their fathers. Ramachandra also missed his father. Hanuman also missed his father. Two humble, honest, super talented guys who were missing their fathers finally found each other. And they were, that's why, inseparable. Now you can see why Hanuman was devoted to Ramachandra. Now, see that one word, Ramaduta, Ramadasa, has so much of thing for you to meditate. Isn't it? That's why I don't want to go rush Hanuman Chalisa and give you some meaning and go away. I want to go to the depth of that Ramaduta. So the moment you are singing Hanuman Chalisa, when you hear Ramaduta, all this should be picturized and meditated upon. It will be so wonderful. You will feel so happy now, here afterwards, to chant Hanuman Chalisa. Earlier it was just like parrot. You teach parrot, it will go on telling something. Some music and rhythm, there will be dolak, dum, 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 go away, eating the prasad, some rot, that's all. Put some jhanda and go away. But now, it will build up your life. Take up one thing, take up one idea, think of it, dream of it, let it run through every vein of yours. That is the secret of success, tells Swami Vivekananda. Likewise now, take up every word, every idea behind it in Hanuman Chalisa. Think of it, dream of it, let it run through every vein and arteries of yours. Let your brain be filled up with that idea. Then you will also form your personality like Hanuman. Not the physical personality becoming like this, but the inner personality. I'll come to that also. The handsomeness of Hanuman, I will come to that also afterwards. Now, let us go forward to see, after finishing this Ramaduta, Atulita Bala Dama, all that I explained in detail in the last class, that it is, Dhama means place where one resides. So here, the place where Bala, strength, resides, reservoir of strength is Baladhama. No other person of such strength where you can compare. That's why Atulita, no comparison can be done. Now, how could Hanuman become so strong? A man of such strength, the reservoir of strength? Because he became the messenger of Ramachandra. He carried Ramachandra in his heart. When he opened up his heart, what could he see? Rama, Sita, Lakshmana in his heart. So when you are carrying Ramachandra, not only Hanuman's strength, now he has got Ramachandra's strength also. That's why he has become the reservoir of strength. So what is the message to us? Each time I tell, all our teachings, all our scriptures, we have to make it relevant to our life. Otherwise, what is the use of chanting? What is the use of studying? Until it becomes relevant to our life, you can't put it to use in your life and teach it to your children. What is the use of it? So now you have to make it relevant. Now, let us see how to make this strength of Hanuman, reservoir of strength, Atulita, incomparable, infinite strength of Hanuman. How can we put it into our life? How can we get it? Can we get that? Yes, you can get. Because he carried Ramachandra in his heart. The message of Ramachandra in his heart. He got that double the strength. So in Hindi they will tell double dhamaka. Like that here, double the strength Hanuman got because he carried Ramachandra. Because he became the messenger of Ramachandra. We too are In reality, all of us, irrespective of whatever your education, your birth, your color of the skin, all of you have infinite strength in you, like Hanuman. You are all Parabrahma Swarupis. You are children of God. You are children of immortality. Why are we now behaving like weak links or weak people with all the shortcomings? Because we don't carry the Lord in our heart. We are carrying something else. So, when like Hanuman, you become the carrier of the message of Ramachandra or God to other people, how to become the carriers, I will tell you. Then, how to become strong like Hanuman, I will tell you how. So, you too can manifest that infinite strength within you because it's already there within us. We have to study our scriptures and we have to become the Duta, the messengers of God to all humanity. Carry that message of God to everyone around us. Somebody yesterday was asking me how to stop conversion. Yeah, carry that message of the Lord to everyone around you. They don't have that message. If you give them whatever you have learned, then all this will stop. So you have to become the messengers to all humanity. Then our infinite strength will manifest. I will give you one story. So stories will make it more very important. There was one exhibition. Exhibition of what? Dolls. If I tell doll, you may get confused because here Hindi speaking people tell dhal, Thal, dhal, Dhal, dhal as doll. So there is confusion between doll and doll. Both are similar. If I tell toys, doll, you will confuse it for eating dal with rice. So I can't tell doll. I have to tell toys. So there was an exhibition of toys or dolls. Then the king of that country came to view that exhibition. He went to one of the stalls. There he saw every doll, every toy was similar in size, similar in everything, form. But he noticed the cost written underneath was different for all the dolls. He was surprised. He asked the owner of the exhibition, why is it this doll, looking the same size, same form, everything is same, it has only 5 rands written below it, and this doll, same size, same everything, but the cost is 50,000 rands. And this doll, same size, same everything, but it is 50 million rands. What makes the difference? Then the owner of that exhibition, that stall, he told, my dear king, take this blade of grass and you put that blade of grass into the ear of that 5 rand doll. You yourself will come to know. Then the king took that blade of grass and put it to the ear of the doll which had the rate 5 rands. What happened? That grass went through this ear and came away through this ear. Oh, that is the reason. The cost of this is only 5 rands. Why is 50,000 rands? Test it, my lord. Yeah, he took the grass, he put the grass into this ear. It didn't come out of this ear, but it came out through the mouth. Oh, that is the reason why the cost is 50,000 rands. Okay, why this 50 million rands? Please try the grass on it. So he placed it into the ears. The grass didn't come out here. It didn't come out through the mouth, but it went inside. What is the moral of this story? If you hear all the good things by your elders, by your gurus, by the scriptures through this ear and give out through this ear, your value is only 5 rands. You will hear all the good things here, finished, gone through the other ears. The moment you go out of the temple, you are the same old person. No change in your life. So your value is only 5 rands. Then when will you become 50,000 rands? Your value increases when you hear all the good things from your elders, from the guru, from the scriptures, through both the ears, and share it with others through your mouth, to everybody, to your children, to all the humanity. You're doing wonderful charity. The highest form of charity, of spreading the message of Lord. Then you become Rama Duta, Bhagavan ki Duta. You become the messenger of God. Then your value rises to 50,000 rands or more. So now you know what is the meaning of Ramaduta. How can you become Ramaduta like Hanuman? Okay? Now, how will your value rise to 50 million rands? When you not only hear all the good things, and from everybody, from seniors, from elders, from the gurus, from the scriptures, from both the ears, and give it through the other ears, not only you share it with others, you become Duta. You internalize all that message. You take it to your heart. Then in every action of yours, you bring out the message in your life. Follow that in your life. Then the whole of your life will become like you become like a temple, walking temple. Because you are carrying the Lord in your heart and you are putting that everything into practice, you become a walking temple. Then your value, you become godlike, invaluable. Nobody can even rate you, value you. You become increased in value so much. 50 million is just for name. Then what is the idea here? Not only we should share whatever we have heard about Hanuman, Hanuman Chalisa, about Ramachandra, about God, about every other good things in the scripture. Hear it and share it with others. Then there will be no conversion. Then, what next? Put it into practice in your life. The moment they see that the way you behave, the sweetness in you, the way you serve others, you will become a role model to others. So, that is how you can increase your strength, double the strength, quadruple the strength, or infinite strength can be manifested. So, that is very, very important. Now, after hearing this story, again we will come back to Hanuman Chalisa. Ramaduta Atulita Baldama. Now, Anjani Putra Pavanasuta Nama. That was completely explained in the last class. All that was already explained. So, we will not go to that. Even Tihuloka Ujagara, how did he bring sun back? Everything I told that story. Now, we will go to the next one. What is that next one? Mahabir Vikrama Bajarangi Kumati Nivar Sumatike Sangi. See, the word itself shows Maha means great. Bira. Bira comes from the Sanskrit word Veera. Who is Veera? Hero. Heroic. Courageous. So that is, he is called Veera. Ordinary Veera. But Mahavira means great hero. All-rounder. Now, Hanuman was not only just Veera in strength, he was great in charity. So, Dana Veera. In austerity, Tapo Veera. In kindness, Daya Veera. Dhyana Veera in meditation. Dharma Veera in righteousness. Tyaga Veera, sacrifice. So he was not ordinary Veera, but he had he was heroic in all these different, all-rounder. That's why Hanuman is called Mahavira, not ordinary, Mahavira. Vikrama. Krama in Sanskrit means feet, keeping the feet, going forward. Vikrama, great feat, one who could perform great feats. He is called Vikrama. So what can you get the meaning in Sanskrit? I saw the dictionary there. To show valor, to show his prowess. As name, noun, Vikrama, one who is valorous, one who is wise, brave, strong, as well as victorious, one who undertakes purposeful action. Now, in Vishnu Sahasranama, 2 or 3 places, Lord Vishnu is called also Vikrama. How did this word Vikrama come from? Vishnu took an avatara in the form of a dwarf. Dwarf. Vamana. Vamana means dwarf. So he went to Bali Chakravarti to ask for charity. How much did he ask? 3 feet worth of land. What is my feet? Dwarf is so small and his feet is so small. Only give me land worth 3 feet of mine. So Bali Chakravarti thought it's very easy, I will give that charity. So great, Vishnu is asking me for charity, ordinary man like me, emperor, he is Vishnu Bhagavan. So I will give. So the dwarf Vishnu grew and grew and grew. He covered the whole universe, beyond the universe, became so big. Vamana became so big. And he told 1 feet. He measured with the whole earth. Yeah, 1 feet is over. You are the king of this earth. Now I've got it. Another feet, he measured the whole cosmos. Heaven. Because Bali Chakravarti has also defeated Indra and he had become the king of heaven. That is also gone. Then the whole cosmos with 3 feet he measured everything. But where will you give me 1 more feet? You told you will give me 3 feet. Where 1 more feet? Nothing for him to give. Then Bali Chakravarti, the Asura, the demon told, O Lord, if you want 1 more feet of land, the only place where now everything now you have measured, the earth and the heavens, only place left is my head. Please place your head on my, feet on my head. So he placed Lord Vishnu, he placed his feet on the head of Bali Chakravarti. Because of that weight, he went to the underworld. Underworld means not your local underworlds where the dons and other people will be there. It is a netherworld. Atala, Pitala, Patala, Rasatala, Talatala. So don't think underworld means something else here. The name in English is underworld. What can I do? Netherlands. Okay. Netherlands means the same meaning. Patala Loka. So he became the king of Patala. Whatever, that is a different story. Because he measured with his feet the heavens and the earth and everything. Just with his feet. That's why that feet, that whatever stride is called Vikrama. Wonderful stride, wonderful feats, wonderful work he does. So that is how that term Vikrama comes from. So Hanuman is also given the term Vikrama. Mahavir I explained now. Vikrama I explained why he has got. So he could jump the oceans. He could do so many wonderful deeds, valorous deeds. That's why Hanuman is called Mahavir Vikrama. Now comes the term Bhajarangi. Now, what is this Bhajarangi? It is not a Sanskrit word. Where did it come from? And especially it is from the, in North India and in the Prakrita Bhasha, everywhere. Some of the language now, you go to Bengal, it has come from Sanskrit and Pali later on. And then it has become to that Bengali, Hindi, dialects, Bhojpuri, Avadi, and Braj Bhasha, so many Bundeli Bhasha, like that, dialects are there. Now this Hanuman Chalisa is written in the Avadi Bhasha, Avadi dialect. Now in that belt, what happens, if you go to Bengal now, Vishwanath, or how do they pronounce it? They will call it as Vishwanath. Va becomes Ba. Then Varanasi, Banaras. It has become Banaras. Va has become Ba. Likewise, everything will change. Here, Mahavira has become Mahabir in this Hanuman Chalisa because it is written in Abadi Vasha. Vikrama, it become Vikrama, Ba. Then Bhajarangi. So now can you deduce how it has come? It is Vajra Anga. The Sanskrit word Vajra Anga. Vajra means, literal meaning is diamond. Anga means body. The body is so strong like a diamond. You know, you cannot cut diamond by metal or any other this thing. It's most difficult thing to cut diamond. Diamond is very strong. So Vajra. So his body was so strong like diamond. That is one reason. Bhajarangi means Vajra Anga, Vajra Angi, Then any other meaning? Yes, you have seen. I have told you about the childhood when he was just like a child. He saw the moon, the sun, rising sun. He thought it was a mango. It was mango and he flew. Then Indra hit him with the Vajra Ayuda. He has got a weapon which is called the thunderbolt, the weapon of the thunderbolt, Vajra. How did he get it? To fight with the demons, the strongest weapon was given to him. How? There was one rishi called Dadichi. So only if he sacrificed his body and gave his backbone, because he was a great rishi, then the weapon made out of that backbone of that rishi would be the strongest weapon which could defeat any demons. So when all the devatas pleaded this Dadichi rishi was so great and he sacrificed his own body and he gave his backbone to Indra to make his weapon. That is Vajra Ayudha of Indra, which can defeat any enemy, and it is the strongest weapon, Vajrayudha, the thunderbolt. Now, when Hanuman as a small child went to eat the Surya, to stop him, he hit him with that Vajra, thunderbolt, very strong weapon, baby, small child. Hanuman was so strong, he could absorb that thunderbolt into himself. Only his jaws were hurt. That's why his jaws is swollen because of the hit of the Vajrayudha. That's all. That was only the impact on him. The rest, anybody would have been shattered to death. But Hanuman, as a baby, could absorb the strength of that Vajra, absorb that. And also afterwards, when Vayu became upset and he went away, and all the gods were giving Hanuman so many boons, then Indra also told, in future, your body or you, Hanuman, will not be affected by my Vajra Ayuda. It will not make. Already you saw it didn't make much impact. Only he fell unconscious as a baby. Now he's grown up. So what can thunderbolt or any astra could do? So all the other gods and goddesses gave him so many boons. So what were they? What were all the boons? Indra told that, granted him the wish that Vajra couldn't affect him. Then Agni granted Hanuman that fire won't burn him. Then Varuna told that water cannot drown him, water will not affect him. Then Vayu told he will have the speed of wind and wind cannot harm him. Like that, all the gods, Shiva gave him so many boons, Brahma gave him. So he became so strong that nothing could make even a dent on his body. That's why he's called Vajra Anga. His body is so strong like a diamond that no harm can happen. And also, in olden days, the wrestlers, the fighters, the wrestlers and the gymnasium working people wanted to make their body strong. The Kshatriyas to fight, the sword should not cut them. So they would wear such armories, the arrow would pierce it. So they wanted to make their body Vajra Anga, strong like. Even Bhima had that capacity to make his body like Vajra. So many you can see in the pantheon, the Kshatriyas would make it. So the goal of the wrestlers and the fighters and other people was, like Hanuman, they had to make their body strong. But Hanuman, not only his body was Vajra, I have to tell you, in Bhagavad Gita there is a verse. What is that? Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, achedyoyam, adahyoyam, akledyo, shoshya evacha. That means, O Arjuna, through Arjuna, Lord Krishna is telling all of us, you are not the body, you are not the ego, you are not the mind, you are the pure, Nitya, Mukta, Buddha, Atman, you are the Paramatma Swarupa. As Atman, the fire cannot burn you, the sword cannot cut you, the arrow cannot pierce you, the water cannot drown you, wet you, the fire cannot burn you, nothing can harm you, you are the Atma Swarupa. Now you become spiritual, realize God, you get the Atma Gnana, Brahma Gnana. So if you get that knowledge and wisdom, you, all of you can become Vajra Anga. So get the spiritual knowledge like Hanuman. Don't stay only at the physical level, making it strong, going to the, you need it, yes. But you need a strong mind, yes, like Hanuman. But when you go towards spirituality, then you cannot be cut by sword, you cannot be killed. All were afraid when India, the flight got burnt and everything broke and they were charred, everybody was charred. So if you realize Atma Gnana, Brahma Gnana like Hanuman, see, fire cannot burn him. Prahalada, because he realized Lord Narayana, when Holika, the demoness, she had the boon that fire cannot burn her. She sat in the fire and kept Prahalada to be burnt by the fire. Fire couldn't do anything. Why? Because he had realized Narayana. So fire cannot burn you. No aeroplane crash can kill you if you realize God. See, you have in you that strength. You do not know what is your value. So when you read Hanuman Chalisa, when you read the greatness of Hanuman, you can know how great you are. You have that strength in you. So start from now. Advance your devotion to God. Realize God. Then you will also become Vajra Anga, Bhajaranga Bali. Now you have come to know what is Vajra Anga. Now we will go forward to the next thing. What is that? Mahavira Vikrama Bhajarangi. Kumati Nivara Sumatike Sangi. What is this? This is very important for all of us. Kumati Nivara. What is Kumati? Ku means bad. Mati means mind. So Ku is negative. Mati means mind. Nivara, remover. So here, dispeller of evil thought. If you read Hanuman Chalisa, if you think and meditate on Hanuman, then all the bad thoughts which crops up in your mind can be dispelled. That is the meaning of Kumati Nivar. So, see, you will be always asking us, Swamiji, in meditation we cannot concentrate. We are getting all bad thoughts. How to overcome bad thoughts? See, it is here, the secret is here. What is it? You are chanting every day in Hanuman Chalisa. Kumati Nivar. Dispeller of evil thoughts. Then Sumatike Sangi. And he is the companion of the good. Kumati Nivara Sumatike Sangi. Dispeller of the evil thoughts. And he will give you the companion of the good people. When you start chanting Hanuman Chalisa, not only your bad thoughts and your bad nature will go away, but you will also start getting good nature and you will also start getting the company of good people. See, when you come to Satsanga here, you come to other places, what do you get? The company of good people. All people now just to chant and learn about Hanuman Chalisa have gathered here. So you are getting the good company of so many good people. So if you think, if you meditate, if you chant Hanuman Chalisa, what happens? Kumati Nivar Sumatike Sangi. He will dispel, the dispeller of evil thought and the companion of the good. Now, any example in Hanuman's life? Yes. He disassociated from Vali, who was bad in nature, but he associated with Sugriva, who was good in nature. Afterwards, he got association with Lord Ramachandra himself. So he avoids the association of bad people. Always, so what are we to learn? Always take caution, precaution that you should associate only with good people, even out of curiosity. Don't get the company of bad people. Avoid the company of bad people. That is what Hanuman Chalisa is telling you. We should also associate only with good people, giving up bad company. There is a saying in India. What is that? Sajjanara Sahavasa. The company of good people is like tasting of the honey. Hejjenu savidante. You know, in Africa we have wild bees which collect honey, very, very tasty. But if one of that wild bees which collect such honey stings you, what happens? If 21 of the bees, that wild bees, stings you, we will die. So, Sajjanak Sahavas, the company of the good people is like tasting that honey. But the company of the bad people is like the stinging of the honeybee. So, don't go to the bad company. Always keep good company. See, the youngsters. Yesterday, some of our seniors were telling, oh, now the school, the college, even in the primary school, they are becoming drug addicts. They are going to alcohol. They are fighting. There is no discipline. We can see if you go to here in Peter Maritzburg, if you are going near the school, the children from that school, children from this school, fighting each other. The girls are roaming here. They are not coming for education. What is the reason? Company of the bad. Quickly you learn all the bad things. That's why, see, Hanuman Chalisa is telling, Kumati Nivar Sumatike Sangi. If you think of Hanuman, his qualities, then all the bad things will be gone and bad company also will be gone. He not only avoided Vali, but he helped Sugriva, who was good. Now, to tell you how bad was Vali, I will tell you one example. You know, Vali, even though he had a lot of strength, he was the spiritual son of Indra. He had many bad qualities too. Now, he had taken away the wife of his own brother, Sugriva, and made his own wife. What a bad thing. That's why Rama had to kill him. And for the sake of his kingdom, he chased away his own brother, usurped his kingdom and chased away him out to the forest. Now, any other bad quality? I will tell you two more things about Vali. Now, this great strong man Vali, due to some reason he got a curse from one Rishi called Matanga Rishi. When he disturbed his Havan, so he got angry and cursed him. If you come to this area, crossing this Rishyamukha Parvata, your head will be split into 1,000 pieces, you will die. That was a curse. So, Vali couldn't cross Rishyamukha Parvata and go to that area of Matanga Rishi. So he is afraid to cross that. If he crosses, then if he lands, if he steps there, his head will be blasted into pieces. So out of fear, he would not go there to step on that ground. If he steps, then his head will be burst. But every day, he used to go to the ocean to do Sandhya Vandana, to do Gayatri Japa. So he used to fly. So he would not step on the Rishyamukha Parvata or beyond that. He used to fly. Out of fear of Vali, that he would kill him, Sugriva and Hanuman, they were all hiding in the Rishyamukha Parvata. I've told you, if you come to Bangalore, from there 200 kilometers if you go, the Kishkinda is there, Tungabhadra river, on the other side is Kishkinda. The Rishyamukha Parvata is there. I have visited all that place. The cave where Hanuman was born, the cave where Rama and Lakshmana stayed when they were staying for the rainy season there, the place from where Rama stood and killed with his bow and arrow, Vali, all is preserved there, it is there, Kishkinda. So I've been to that place, it is very near to my place from Bangalore. So now this Rishyamukha Parvata, he was hiding there. Who was hiding? Sugriva and all the other people were there with him, 6 or 7 people. Now this Vali, every day when he was flying, he couldn't land in Rishyamukha Parvata because of the curse. While he was flying to do Sandhya Vandana, to go to the ocean there, every day, 3 times, 3 Sandhya. Morning you have to do Sandhya, noon, Madhyandika Sandhya, Pratha Sandhya, Madhyandika Sandhya and Sayam Sandhya, 3 Sandhyas. 3 times while flying he would go. Sugriva, while flying, Vali is sitting there, he would go and kick his head with his leg while going. And while coming back again, he would kick his head, Sugriva's head. How many times? 2, again noon time 2, and again evening time 2. So every day 6 times he used to kick his head while flying. Every day. So Sugriva was so much unhappy every time he used to get kickings of his feet on his head. So what happened? After Hanuman came to his rescue, one day he saw how sad it would make Sugriva. So when Sugriva came to kick him while flying, Hanuman was so strong, he caught hold of his leg and he pulled him down and he threatened him. If you do this act again, I am going to pull you down and put your leg on this Rishimukha Parvata, and your head, due to the curse of the Matanga Rishi, will be burst into pieces. Then he started pleading, please don't do that. I will never do it afterwards. Please forgive me. Then only afterwards he promised that he will not do that again. Hanuman let him go. Then he flew away. He would never do that again. So now you can see Hanuman would always not only have the good company, give up the bad company, but at the same time he would always reward the good and punish the bad. So not only should we have good company, we should help the good people. Not only should we avoid the bad company, if you have the strength and wherewithal, then you should also punish the bad. That is the idea which Hanuman, from Hanuman or Hanuman Chalisa, we have to take. Now, I think we have heard about Hanuman Chalisa for some time. We will now chant a little bhajan so that it will break that monotony. First day we chanted one special bhajan, Rama Lakshmana Janaki, Jai Bolo Hanumanaki. Yesterday we chanted a different bhajan. Today we will try to chant another bhajan of Hanuman and Amavali, which will be interesting. Another name of Hanuman is Maruti. Why? Because he was the son of wind god. Marut is wind god, Vayu's name. Maruti is son of Vayu, so Maruti. Dhira Maruti. Dhira means very courageous, very brave. Dhira Maruti. Gambhira Maruti. Gambhira means who is always having the depth or the seriousness to think and meditate on Rama. Veera Maruti, Samarashura Maruti, who is very courageous on the battlefield. Shakta Maruti, Rama Bhakta Maruti, you are the devotee of Rama. Geeta Maruti, Maruti or Hanuman was a very good singer of bhajans. He was an expert in music. So Geeta Maruti, Sangeeta Maruti. He was a great yogi, Yogi Maruti, Paramatyagi Maruti, man of sacrifice. Tyagi Maruti, Viragi Maruti. So now we will sing that song on Hanuman. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Repeat it. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Veeramaruti Samarashuramaruti. Veeramaruti Samarashuramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Shaktamaruti Rama Bhaktamaruti. Shaktamaruti Rama Bhaktamaruti. Geetamaruti Sangeetamaruti. Geetamaruti Sangeetamaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Yogi Maruti Paramatyagi Maruti. Yogi Maruti Paramatyagi Maruti. Tyagi Maruti Viragi Maruti. Tyagi Maruti Viragi Maruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Dhiramaruti Gambhiramaruti. Now, the next chaupai is Kanchana Barana Biraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa. Kanchana Barana, golden body. Biraja Subesa, seated with elegant adornments, ornaments. Kanana Kundala, rings in the ears, earrings. He is wearing the earrings. Then Kunchita Kesa, curly locks. Now, if he was a monkey, would he wear earrings? Have you seen hair, long hair on the head of monkeys? No. So Hanuman had curly, beautiful, long hairs. Then he wore earrings. Kundala, Kanana Kundala, Kunchita Kesa. Kesa comes from the word Kesha. Kesha means hair. Now, there is a beautiful story about how could Hanuman get earrings even by birth. While Hanuman was born as a child from the womb of the mother, he had earrings. So what is the story behind that? Again, you will see in this story the bad nature of our Vali. Hanuman was born with earrings. The story goes that Vali, the king of monkeys, had heard that Kesari's wife Anjana Devi was pregnant with a child. Now Narada Maharshi came. You know, Narada Maharshi's nature is taking the message from one place to another place. In olden days, there was no TV, newspaper, and couriers and other things. It was the work of Narada Maharshi to carry all the message from here to there and there to here. So if somebody is telling things from that person to this person, carrying news from this person, we give him the nickname Narada Maharshi, whatever that might be. So now Narada Maharshi came and he, just like he told Kamsa that the 8th child of your sister Devaki will be your killer. Likewise, he told Vali that the child of Anjana and Kesari will be more stronger than you. The baby who will be born will be more stronger. So when somebody tells such things, what happens? It will rouse our jealousy. Yes, everyone has got jealousy. I too has got, you too have got, everybody. But good people can conquer, subdue or sublimate that bad quality called jealousy by turning towards God. But bad people cannot stop it. They will give vent to their jealousy and they will harm other people. So what did our Vali do when he heard that the Kesari's wife Anjana was pregnant with a child who would be more powerful than him? So he got jealous. So what did he do? He, showing externally some love towards Kesari and this wife, he mixed poison with 5 metals and some weapon and gave it to the mother Anjana Devi to eat it, showing as if he's giving something, medicine or good thing for her to eat. Anjana Devi, very innocent, she didn't know that poison and 5 metals poison and some missiles were mixed with her food and that will harm her child. It will abort that child. So now she took it, but nothing happened. He was waiting. There will be abortion for Anjana Devi. Nothing is happening. The child is growing very well and she gave birth to the child also. What happened? He was surprised. Vayudeva, the father, the spiritual father of Hanuman, he knew it. And who is growing in the womb? It is Lord Shiva, the avatar of Lord Shiva. That's why in the Hanuman Chalisa itself you will get that verse. What is that? Shankara Suvana. Shankara Suvana. So now it is Shankara. Another aspect, while we are doing the puja of Hanuman, what is the mantra we use in the puja? Have anybody noticed it? While doing the mantra, every item you have to give now, let us say Padya, Gandha, Naivedya. So suppose, let us see, we have to give Gandha. How do we tell the mantra? Om Ham Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Phat Idam Chandanam or Rakta Chandanam or Shveta Chandanam Esha Gandha Ham Hanumate Swaha. So every item we give while we do the puja, what is the mantra we use in the beginning? Ham Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Phat Swaha. So Rudratmaka, Rudra means Shiva, the fierce aspect of Shiva. 11 Ekadasha Rudra, 11 aspects of Shiva, fierce aspect is Rudra. So he is called Rudratmaka. Hanuman is referred to in the puja. While we are doing the puja, this mantra is used, Rudratmakaya Hum Phat Swaha. So is nothing but Shiva. What poison can kill? So when he gave that poison, Hanuman, when he was in the womb of the mother Anjana Devi, Vayudeva turned that 5-metalled poison and that missile into kundala, earrings, and instead of harming him, it became an ornament. Why? Where is Shiva? What is Shiva? Another name of Shiva, Nilakanta Shiva. What is it? He has poison which the universe would be destroyed. That he has drank that poison and he has kept in his throat. That's why he's called Nilakanta. will this any small poison of 5 metal harm that Shiva who is in the womb of Anjana Devi? So, Vayu made it got transformed into earrings, metallic earrings. And Hanuman was born with the 2 earrings. So, now you can, when you read this, you can imagine. See, this verse is for the meditation. Is for the meditation, physical form of meditation of Hanuman. What is his form? He is wearing kundala, earrings. Kunchita kesa, curly long hairs. He has a kirita. So, for your meditation on Hanuman, all this physical form is having a strong body like Vajra, strong. So, for your meditation on Hanuman, you can use all these things. The physical form of Hanuman is given. That is the wonderful thing here. So, you came to know 2 things in this. What is that? No poison can touch Hanuman. Even before birth, he took poison in the womb of the mother and converted that into earrings. And he was born with the 2 earrings. So you can imagine the strength of Hanuman even in his birth. And at the same time, you will also know why is he a dushta, a bad-natured person who couldn't control his jealousy, Vali. He tried to kill Hanuman even as a baby. So now you can understand why Ramachandra killed Vali. Why Ramachandra has to punish him. Now you can see all the bad nature of Vali. I told you so many other things about Vali too. So now we will go forward to see some more special things about this beautiful form, handsome form of Hanuman. Kanchana Bharana, Biraj Subesha, Kanchana. This Kanchana, it comes from the word Kanchana in Sanskrit. What is Kanchana? Gold. So Bharana means it comes from the word Varna. Bharana in this language, Avadi language, it is coming from the Sanskrit word Varna. Varna means color. So what is the color of the body of Hanuman? Molten gold. How is gold? Suppose the gold is melted. What is that beautiful? Gold itself is so beautiful color. When the gold is heated, what would be the color? So Hanuman's color, the skin color, Hanuman is like molten gold. If you see Hanuman, it will be like seeing a mountain of gold, such as the big size, is sitting in meditation. So this is for meditation I am telling you. So his color is molten gold, tinge of molten gold. He is wearing earrings, long curly hairs. So the form for you to meditate on. Kanchana Bharana, Biraj Subesa. What is meaning of Biraj? So I told you about Kanchana, then Varna, all that thing. The form of Hanuman, golden hue, golden tinge. Now, Biraj Subesa, resplendent, splendor, brilliant, shining, being resplendent with a halo of fire. So Subesa. Su means good. Besa comes from the Sanskrit word Vesha. Vesha means clothings. The covering of your body is called Vesha. Different covering of your body that come from the Sanskrit word Vesha. So Va has become Ba, Besa. Sha cannot be pronounced, so they will tell Sa. Besa. Subesa means good dress, good clothing. So he is wearing beautiful cloth. His skin is like molten gold. He is having earrings, long curly hairs. This is the form of Hanuman to meditate. So when you tell Kanchana Bharana Biraja Subesa, Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa, curly hairs, long hairs. So now, Master, why did he get that golden color, golden molten color? Even Mother Durga, Parvati, when she was meditating to get Shiva as his wife, she too had that color. That's why when we offer the flower, we give the yellowish color, which has that golden color to Mother Durga. Even Master, Sri Ramakrishna, while he was meditating and doing the tapasya for 12 years to realize God, his body also turned golden color. Earlier, before he used to give up, after the highest Advaitic sadhana, he took up gold and mud and he told his mind, he did the vichara, mud is gold, taka, mati, mati, taka, and he threw it to the Ganga. After that, he would never touch any metal because he knew there is nothing in this gold. So after that, he couldn't touch any metal. But before, he was wearing one golden amulet of Mother Kali on his arms. Mother Sharda Devi, wife of Sri Ramakrishna, when she used to apply oil on his body, she used to tell, I couldn't see the difference between the golden amulet and the skin tone of Sri Ramakrishna. So when you grow spiritually, so the golden color is a spiritual color. Have you not noticed? Kashi, Varanasi for the yogis, it is called Kashi because it is the city of light. Why the light comes from? Because for millions and millions of years, people and Shiva meditating there, and all the sadhus and sages are meditating and doing tapasya. So that whole condensed spirituality has turned Kashi into gold. So that is the spiritual color, is golden color. So it's only color, don't go for gold because it is spiritual color. Enough of gold is enough because that is the place where Kali lives. In the Kali Yuga, the Kali lives in the gold. Only the color, I am telling about the color. So it is a spiritual color. Master's body was also like gold. So Kashi, city of gold. So it's a spiritual color. So why is it's with that splendor of gold on his body? Because of his spirituality. He's a great yogi, always meditating on Ramachandra. And I will tell you one more thing. Your tone, the tone of the skin, you may put so much of layers and layers of makeups, but it may not look beautiful and handsome. But if you develop the inner character, the spiritual character, the spirituality, thinking and meditation on God, you should know that your skin tone also changes. You'll start becoming fair in complexion. I'm not boasting about myself. While I was in Johannesburg, the ashram youth devotee used to come and tell, Swamiji, what is the makeup and the soap you put? Your face will be always shining. No, he asked me, I'm not lying, I'm telling, he asked me. I can tell you the name also, Reshlan Naidu. He asked me, how is your face shining? Why is your face shining? What is the makeup you put? What is the soap you use? Then I told, it is the name of God, is the soap and the makeup which I use. I do a lot of japa. Because I do the japa, concentrate on God. That is the only soap and makeup I use. That's all. So, meditation on God, thinking of Rama or Hanuman or whichever deity you like, it will change your skin tone. It's a proven fact. In yoga it is given. Your voice will improve. Your tone will improve by spirituality. No external help is required. Just by repeating the name of God, meditating and improving good quality in you, good personality, everything will change. So that is very, very important. We have learnt so many things from this. What is that? Kanchana Barana Viraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa. So we have learnt about, gone to the depth of it. So because I think we have completed our time, I will rush through one or two things with simple meaning and then close. I think again I can come, maybe after 2 months or 3 months. Again I can continue from here. We will go to the depth. I don't want to just rush and give you just simple meaning, which you can get anywhere. I just want to go to the depth of it and make it useful in your life. Until we make relevant this Hanuman Chalisa in our day-to-day life, it is of no use. That's my goal always. Whenever I talk, it should be useful, made useful for you, for your children, for your family, for your spiritual life. So we have to go to the depth. It should be useful for your meditation. Now, whatever in the ending, I will just go to the next thing. हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे, कांदे मूंज जनेऊ साजे. Hath Vajra, again the term Vajra is coming. There too we have seen that Vajarangi means Vajra Angi. So here too Vajra, Hath in his hand. Hanuman is having, so I told you this is all for meditation. His form, beautiful form. So Hath Vajra in his hand, he is having the Vajra Ayudha. What is he having? He is having a mace, Gada. So pronounce it correctly. You should tell only Gada, G-A-D-A. Don't make it G-A-D-H-A. What will it become? Gadha. Anybody knows? Gadha means donkey. So don't think that Hanuman is having a donkey in his hand. So it is G-A-D-A. Gada means mace. Gada, not Gadha. Okay? So in pronunciation you should be Mahaprana and Alpaprana. You should be very, very careful. One little misspelled, then it will take you somewhere else. So, Gada or Gade. Then even Lord Vishnu also is having, is called the bearer of the mace. That's why the Vishnu in, what is that called place? Gaya is called Gaya Gadadhara, holder of the mace. So, in our life we see that the father of Sri Ramakrishna, he got the dream where Gadadhara Vishnu told, I will be born as your son. That's why when Ramakrishna was born, he was named as Gadadhara. That's why that short form is Gadai. Master's name was Gadadhara, the bearer of the mace. So Hanuman is having a mace. Now, since he had got the boon from Indra, that the mace or the Vajra Ayudha cannot trouble him, and he had the power. So even they call this Gada or the mace of Hanuman as Vajra. It's more stronger than Vajra. That's why, because the strongest weapon is indicated. Hath Vajra or Dhwaja Viraje. He's having a flag. See, now you understand why you, especially people who worship Hanuman and also who read Ramcharitmanas, especially people who have come from North India. If you go to the Hindu houses in South Africa, outside the house, in the compound, you can see, what can you see? Dhwaja. What is that Dhwaja in Hindi called as? Jhanda. The Hindi word for Dhwaja is Jhanda. So you will have a pole. Upon that pole, you will put that flag of Hanuman. That is called Hanuman Jhanda. So that is told here. What is that? Dhwaja Biraje. So it is glowing there. In his one hand he is having the mace, and another hand is having the flag. So that is the Dhwaja, or that is the Jhanda. So in the previous verse, the focus was on that what Hanuman was born with, his complexion, his hair, even his earrings. This verse focuses on what he holds in his hands and bears on his body: a mace, a flag, and a sacred thread, Janevu. Now, Kande Munj, Kanda means shoulder. People, the priests, the people who study Vedas, the Dvija, the twice born in India, anybody, it can be of any birth. If you have taken up the study of Vedas, and if you have gone to the twice born, gaining knowledge, you have the Arhata. You can wear that thread, sacred thread. What is that sacred thread? How is it worn? From this shoulder, that is the left shoulder, to the right, it goes like this. They wear that sacred thread. It is called Yagnopavita, or another name for that is Janivara. Short form is Janevu. In Hindi it is called Janevu. The original name in Sanskrit is Yagnopavita. It is indication that they are twice born. Vipra or Dvija. Then what is the other indication of that? You have the Arhata. You have started studying the Vedas. You have got the right now to study the Vedas. At the age of 8, it is the samskara, whereby you will start studying knowledge. So if you have studying. At the age of 7 or 8, you will go to the primary school and start learning. So earlier, you were born physically in the womb of your mother. But now, when you start studying, you are born psychologically to the world of knowledge. So then you are called Dvija, twice born. You are born to the world, newly born to the world of knowledge. So that is, when you study the Vedas, they will put this Yagnopavita, that is called here Munj, means earlier in olden days in the forest, they used to make the Yagnopavita not by the cotton thread, but by the grass, dried grass called Munja grass. They used to put the Munja grass. With that Munja grass itself, they used to make the Yagnopavita and also the thread through the, like a girdle. With that, they used to wear the Kaupina. And this thing, that is the indication of Brahmacharya. That's why even when we are studying, they use the word bachelor. So BA is Bachelor of Science. Everything is bachelor. Bachelor means Brahmacharya, that ashrama. It has come from Hinduism only. So the first is Brahmacharya ashrama. After that, Grihastha ashrama. Hanuman, all through his life, he would never give up his studies, learning. He would never give up the devotion to the Lord. He always meditated. He never went to the householder's life. He was a lifelong brahmachari. So, he is wearing the Yagnopavita. 3, for the brahmacharis, it is the 3 thread they used to put. What is that? Brahma, Vishnu and Shakti. That is the indication of 3 thread. They put that. When they become householders, the number of thread will increase. So that is all the different. Let us not go to the details. But why Hanuman is wearing this Yagnopavita? Because he was studying the Vedas. He was always thinking of God, always going for the gaining of more knowledge. He is born to the Dvija, means twice born to the world of knowledge. So, Munje. Munje is come from the Munji grass. The grass is special grass. So he is wearing, these are the Sabai grass, Munja grass on his shoulder. These are the instruments, yantra, that embellish the icon, Swarupa of Hanuman and help refine our understanding of Hanuman. The common word used for mace is Gada, but the word used here is Vajra or the thunderbolt, which is Indra's weapon in the Vedas. Indra is the greatest of God. So, to show that even greater than Indra, Hanuman is. So, that's why they use the term Vajra. Now, in the Puranas, every deity has a flag, Dvaja of his own. Vishnu has a flag with the image of Garuda. So, he is called Garuda Dvaja. So, the Janda of Vishnu is Garuda. Shiva also has a flag. What is that flag of Shiva? It is called Vrishabha Dvaja, the bull. And Hanuman also, Dvaja, belongs to Lord Rama. In keeping with his role as Rama's messenger and commander of the armies, Hanuman holds both Indra, weapon, Rama's flag, which endorses his status as mightier than the old Vedic celestial god Indra, but is serving the latter Puranic earthbound Lord Ramachandra. Hanuman's Janevu makes him twice born, Dvija. Hindus believe that we have 2 births. First, there is a physical birth, and then there is the psychological birth to the knowledge. Physically, we are born out of the mother's womb into human culture. Our navel Nabhi reminds us of our origin in the womb's mother. In Hindu culture, pierced earlobes, that is also another samskara, that is of the Karna Kundala. Even men have to pierce their, the ears, and they have to wear the Kundala. So that is a common thing in India. Both the ears will be pierced for men and women. They also had to wear the Kundala. That is the another samskara in our this thing. All the gods also, Vishnu is also wearing Kundala. That is Makara Kundala. Dolphin, fish like Makara Kundala, Vishnu is having. Then Shiva is also having Kundala. What are his Kundala? Snake. Snake are his ornaments. Likewise, all gods Why is it indicating that you should also do that? Why should we pierce our ears? Through that, the sunlight, the energy enters into the body. That's why it's a samskara. Everybody, for Hindus, to denote that, we have to pierce our ears and have the kundala, that in gods and goddesses too, it is shown. So, we are now closing our today's lecture with one story about the Dhwaja, or the story about the Jhanda, Hanuman Jhanda. Hanuman's, this Jhanda in Hindu culture, piercing the earlobes, are indication of human culture, similar to the practice of tattooing and tooth filling in other cultures. Now, with one last story, I will end my today's talk. What is that beautiful story? That story is, how did this Dhwaja or this Jhanda come up? Now, Hanuman is a Chiranjeevi. He is still living. He never dies. He has been given the boon to live eternally. Now, before the Kurukshetra war, Lord Krishna, now Arjuna went to Himalayas to offer prayers to Shiva. On the way, Arjuna met Hanuman. And during the conversation, Arjuna wanted to know how great, because Arjuna had little ego, that he was a great archer. So he asked Hanuman, how great archer was Sri Ramachandra. Generally, if you are expert in something, you want to always compare yourself with somebody else. Now he wanted to compare how great an archer was Ramachandra. Was he greater than me? I am now the world's best archer. Was Ramachandra greater than me? That was his ego. So he is asking the question to Hanuman. Hanuman is such a great devotee of Ramachandra. Sri Rama, was he a great archer? Arjuna then wanted to know, if Ramachandra was a great archer, why did he take the help of the Vanaras and Hanuman to build the bridge? If I would have been there during that time, I would have built a bridge with my arrows. Why didn't Ramachandra build the bridge with the arrows? Why did he take the help of the Vanaras to build the bridge with the stones? Was the question. Now, it is insult to Ramachandra, isn't it? So Hanuman was quite okay. Yes, you show your ego, I am going to break your ego. So, he should have accomplished it with his arrows. Arjuna also added that he could have easily built a bridge with his arrows. Hanuman understood the arrogance of Arjuna and thought it would lead to the downfall of Arjuna in the Mahabharata war. Then the unrighteous will win, because if he has this arrogance, if you have ego, you will go down. So, Mahabharata war, Lord Krishna, now who was Ramachandra, is conducting that Mahabharata war to uplift righteousness and destroy the unrighteous. If Arjuna, who is the instrument of Lord Krishna, if he is so arrogant and egoistic, then the war will be lost. So he wanted to remove that arrogance or the ego of Arjuna. Therefore, Hanuman decided to teach Arjuna a lesson. Hanuman then asked Arjuna, okay, if that is the case, if the Vanaras built the bridge and that was useless, Ramachandra should have built a bridge with the arrows. If he would have been there, Arjuna, you would have built a bridge. Come on, you build a bridge here with the arrows. I am one of the Vanara. So many strong Vanaras were there, thousands of Vanaras. If they would have stepped on the bridge of arrow, it would have broken down. Now let me see, you build a bridge, Arjuna. I'm one of the Vanara, that's all. Let me see whether your arrow bridge will take the weight of Hanuman. Yeah. Therefore, Hanuman decided to teach the lesson. Told you can build a bridge now with your arrows over the nearby pond. As he wanted to see if it can take the weight, Arjuna said that this is very simple job. And Hanuman then asked, what if the bridge breaks? Arjuna said that if the bridge breaks, which I built, I will self-immolate, I will put into fire myself and kill myself. Okay, Hanuman agreed. Arjuna built the bridge across the pond Hanuman just put a single feet on the bridge and it broke and collapsed. Ashamed, Arjuna decided to end his life by putting himself into the fire. Now he told, okay, my only feet, you try again, I will see. Again he tried. He put the tail, it fell down. Yeah, at the same time I have to tell about the tail of Hanuman too. Because you should know everything on meditating on the Hanuman. Very importance is given to the tail of Hanuman too. Now, we all told Hanuman is the avatar of Shiva. Wherever Shiva goes, Parvati has to come, the Divine Mother. So Hanuman is a brahmachari. Where is Parvati then? So Parvati decided when Shiva came down as Hanuman, he would not marry, he was a brahmachari. So she stayed in Hanuman as the tail of Hanuman. So the tail of Hanuman is Divine Mother Parvati. That's why Hanuman had so much of strength in his tail. She is the Divine Mother Parvati. So you can see in Hanuman both. See, now it will add to your meditation, the power of the meditation. The Divine Mother is also there in Hanuman. Now he put the tail, the bridge broke. Now everything collapsed. Now he went to die immediately. Lord Krishna appeared there because he has to protect him. Otherwise, if he goes away, if he dies, if he commits suicide, then who will conduct the war? So now Lord Krishna came there. See, you had a competition. Now, for a competition, only if you two competents are there, it's not right. There should be a umpire, a referee. No referee was here. So now I will be the referee. You build the bridge. Then again, Arjuna was supposed to now die, self-immolate. He built a bridge. Lord Krishna, with his power, he held it. When Hanuman jumped and did anything, it would not break. Because who was Lord Krishna? Ramachandra himself. That's how he protected Arjuna. But at the same time, Lord Krishna saw that Arjuna's arrogance and ego was broken. This time, Hanuman walked on the bridge and did not break. When Hanuman looked under the bridge, he found Krishna in the form of the tortoise. What was the avatara of Lord Vishnu as the tortoise? Kurma avatara. Like a tortoise which held the whole universe, he held the bridge. And so Hanuman couldn't break it. So Hanuman knew about it. It is Lord Ramachandra himself is Lord Krishna. So he saw that. But what was the purpose? To break the arrogance of Arjuna. Hanuman only wanted to teach this important lesson before the epic of Mahabharata. Arjuna realized his arrogance and asked for forgiveness. Hanuman was very happy that Arjuna realized his mistake, and now Lord Krishna requested Hanuman. What is that? You should be in the flag of Arjuna's chariot on the top, staying on the top of the chariot in the dhwaja or jhanda. So you should be staying there and helping Arjuna in the war. So all through, whatever missiles were hurled against Arjuna by so many warriors, all that was absorbed by Hanuman. He was staying on the chariot of the Agni chariot of Arjuna in the form of the jhanda, the flag, dhwaja viraje. So he promised, because Krishna asked him. So Hanuman, he promised Arjuna and Krishna that he will appear on the flag, on the chariot of Arjuna. Hanuman, decorating the chariot's flag, was ready to shout his war cries to help Bhima terrify the enemies. And the Mahabharata had described a meeting between Hanuman and Bhima. So now you can know why you keep the jhanda, because Hanuman will stay in the jhanda or the flag or the dhwaja, and he will absorb all the black magic, all the negativities, all the bad things of your enemies, and he will protect your house. Now, so many things are there. I may take maybe few months to cover that Hanuman Chalisa. But time is also a factor. The Hanuman's tail is Shakti. We see Kali or Parvati. What is the meaning of Kali? Hanuman's is Shiva's avatar. Shiva's another name is Mahakaleshwara, Kala. Kala means time. So time is also important. So you have to take food. Otherwise Hanuman will be angry. So we will stop our conversation to make you happy. All this time you have taken the food for thought, food for spirit, food for your heart. That is Hanuman Chalisa, the knowledge of Hanuman. Keep it in your heart. Keep that Lord Hanuman in your heart and meditate on him. You also try to think more, read more of Hanuman Chalisa, find out newer meanings, go deeper. As I told you, for 2-3 months I was constantly studying about this Hanuman Chalisa from this author, from that Ramayana, from so many Hanuman Chalisa, just to give the wonderful thing whereby you will enjoy it. So more than you, I have been benefited. I have got deeper and deeper meaning, and I am enjoying Hanuman Chalisa, and I am getting the benefit of Hanuman Chalisa. I don't know how much you have got. If you have got, I'm just like I'm the Duta of Hanuman. I'm the ambassador carrying the message of Hanuman Chalisa, that's all. Now I have to become the Ramadasa, the servant of Sri Ramakrishna, servant of Hanuman, putting that into practice. So all of us will put into practice all that we have learned, and our value will increase more than 50 million. Otherwise, if you hear from this year and give up in this year, after going out of this prayer hall, you forget about Hanuman and Hanuman Chalisa, your value will be only 5 rands. So increase your value, think and meditate and apply and put that into your life. Thank you very much. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.